Hi guys. Looks like we're live. So I want to give a big shout out to everybody out there. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a minute since we did one of these lives, and I'm really excited to do one again. We have some cool stuff to talk about today. Before we start, I just want to encourage anybody in this who's watching this, either from the very beginning or watching it subsequently, to put in your questions and your comments, please. We're going to talk about some exciting things that we have on offer this month. We also are going to talk about some new products. We're going to talk about the supercharged Zoom bundle, but also, your questions are always welcome just on anything else. So throw those in the chat. If I can see them while we're doing this live, I will definitely try to answer them. Otherwise, we'll get back to you soon. So thank you so much for joining us. Please jump in and say hello. Let us know where you're joining us from. To all of our friends in Latin America and in Spain, bienvenidos, saludos. And thank you guys for staying tuned to Glassweld. I know it's been a minute since we've done one of these Facebook lives or lives on any one of the channels that you might be seeing this. I can promise you it's not because we have been idle. Behind my screen here, the stuff you can't see, we have a massive pipeline of new stuff coming. Just a massive pipeline, more than we've ever had. It takes time and it takes a lot of work, but a lot of exciting stuff coming in the near future. Really looking forward to hopefully spending some time with some of you at Auto Glass Week, at Glass Build, at Automechanica in Germany, at Glass Tech in Germany, at SEMA in Las Vegas, at Auto Glass Mex in Cancun. I mean, we got a lot coming this fall, as well as some new products that we're going to be introducing. So we're just really looking forward to seeing everybody. All right, I'm going to stop talking about all that. Today we are here to talk about the supercharged Zoom bundle, which we have on promotion this month. And it's a really great promotion because if you're doing windshield repair, or if you are new to windshield repair and you want to add some stuff, it's a great option. It's a deeply discounted way to get started on windshield repair, or to add, kind of a second set to what you're already doing. So, hey, TJ, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining. Looking forward to seeing you in Orlando at Auto Glass Week and seeing you compete again. So thanks to everybody for joining us. Please, as you join, jump in and say hello. Let us know you're with us and where you're from, and look forward to chatting with everybody. So we have some really cool things that are coming. Of course, for those of you who don't know, I'm Shiloh Spoo. And I'm happy to be here today to answer some of your questions and to introduce a new product to you. The supercharged Zoom bundle. As summertime comes, we get to this time of year where there's like a lot more repairs are happening. Maybe you're having to do multiple repairs at a time, or maybe auto glass is not your primary thing, but you do some repairs on the side. The Zoom bundle that we're offering this month can be a great way to get started. So we have two bundles. One's $499.95 and one's $79.95. I'm going to break down the contents of each of those, and I'm going to show you some new stuff. So if you're an existing customer, I'm going to show you a couple cool new things too that maybe you haven't seen. So those are the two options. The difference between the two bundles, between $499.95 and $799.95, is the curing light. So I'm going to break down the contents of each of those. And so that's a savings of, if you were to itemize out those things, of $231 on the more entry-level bundle, and $260 on the bundle that includes the ProCure Smart Light. So, for those of you who are using the Zoom injector, the most widely used injector in the world at this point, it just makes doing high quality repairs so simple and so easy to use. It's built like a truck, it's built to last forever. The Zoom injector on its own retails for about $479 with the stand. So it's a really good deal in the sense that with that Zoom bundle for $499, you're getting a bunch of other stuff in addition to the Zoom as well. So the sale ends July 31st. So I want to remind everybody of that. So let's jump into the contents of it. We're going to start with the primary thing. So I've got the Zoom bundle here sitting to my left. And so the first thing is the Zoom injector. You guys are probably familiar with this already. You've got your built-in ratchet teeth to prevent crackouts. The only injector on the market that really prevents crackouts. Super easy to use, strongest vacuum on the industry, just thread up, thread down, really simple functionality. So you got the Zoom injector. You have the Zoom tripod stand that comes in the Zoom bundle. For those of you who are existing customers too, and feel free to ask questions about this. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but just kind of take advantage of this. We changed the suction cups about 6 months ago or so on these. So if you haven't seen these yet, I'm going to show you those. Look how cool those are. They're softer and they have these little lift tabs on them. So now you don't have to pull your probe out every time to pop the tripod stand off. You can just kind of grab those little lift tabs and pull it, or you can kind of roll your thumb and they pop off. They're also a little bit softer. So a lot of times you can get away without having to use any lubrication on the suction cups because you can slide it around even without the lubrication. So it's pretty cool. David Cortez, good to see you, buddy. It's been a while, man. Good to see you. Thank you for saying hey. So yeah, the cool little lift tabs are really nice. And so if you have an existing Zoom injector, you can also buy those separately. They're on the website at glassful.com. But in the Zoom bundle, you'll get those automatically on the Zooms now. So that's one little tiny, here at Glassful, you guys know we're always working on new stuff. And that's just one of the things. It was a detail that we wanted to really improve. And so we built a custom mold to make an improvement to those suction cups, just to make it easier for you guys to do your work every day. All right, so the Zoom injector, the Zoom stand, that comes in both bundles. If you're not using this tool yet, if you're doing repairs, this is an absolute game changer. It comes in the Zoom bundle. It comes in most Glassful kits now. You guys have probably seen this tool. We call it the multi-purpose drill. It looks a little bit like a traditional drill, but it's got some differences to it. And we use it in a completely different way. And it is an absolute game changer. To give you some historical context, in the past, if you're new to windshield repair, we used to, a long time ago, we used to probe every repair. And some people do still to probe. There's nothing wrong with that. And then we got into we would use a cork to kind of massage the repairs when we would have tough repairs. And all of those had some inherent risks. And so we were looking for ways to speed up the process and make it super simple and super quick. And so what we did is we developed these little custom corks that go on a post and they attach to this drill. And when you turn this drill on, it starts on low speed and it just creates low level vibration. If you feel your finger, it won't create any heat. But it's just low level vibration. If you use that on the inside of your repairs as a finishing step, you won't have to probe, you won't have to cork. You definitely won't have to use a lighter, which you shouldn't be doing anyways. But it will fill even stubborn breaks just by creating a little bit of low level vibration on the repair. And it's just a super easy, super safe way to fill your tough repairs with your Zoom injector. So that's included in the kit. But for those of you who don't know too, I have some really cool stuff in this little thing. This comes with it as well, with the multi-purpose drill. And I geek out on this stuff, so excuse my exuberance here. But let me show you a couple of the cool accessories that come with this. It comes with this little ball. Now, this little ball is a little cork ball. This is for some of our customers. They use this on almost every repair because they find that the little cork ball actually creates a little more vibration and fills the repairs even faster. And you can use that from the inside. Also, if you're doing repairs way down at the dash, like I'm going to pretend like this is the dash. Imagine you got a repair at the bottom of the windshield. You can't always get the tool in there at the proper angle. So the cork ball can be used for that. Of course, if you drill, you can also use it for a drill as well. It's got a collet for regular drill bits. But that's the two primary functions of that. Of course, this also works to polish your pits amazingly. So much better than doing it by hand. Way faster, way shinier. And then there's another accessory that we added recently. So we had some customers that were asking about, so how do I use that when I'm doing a repair on a windshield that has or maybe on a fleet account where you can't get inside the vehicle, or maybe on a windshield that has tinting on the inside, so you can't really get in the inside and create any vibration for fear of maybe damaging the tint. So we had a custom made little post just for that purpose. It's a really dense, really hard felt, and you can use this on the outside. So if you can't get on the inside, put this one on, and because it's a lot more narrow, you can actually get it right under the tripod stand. And again, turn it on low, right under the tripod stand. So it's kind of right here as the Zoom injector is injecting, and just hold it on the legs with a little bit of vibration, and it'll do the same thing from the outside. So there's 3 different accessories there that will help you to tackle, any different tough situations that you run into with those 3 accessories. and of course, polishing your pits as well. So it's a great tool. If you're not using this already, man, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. For me, it cut my time down for doing normal repairs down almost half of what it once was, just because it's so easy and consistent. Bill Lambeth, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining us. It's been a minute. I hope I get to see you in Orlando this year. Okay, so that we talked about the multi-purpose drill. Let's go into the rest of the stuff, and there's still more cool stuff to come. So if you're a long-time glass field user, I got some other cool stuff that maybe you haven't seen yet. For those of you who are new and you're looking at this as just a way to get a kit instead of buying a full kit, just get this core stuff that you need, everything you need to do repairs, and not a bunch of stuff you don't need. This little tool is important because if you're brand new to doing repairs, we upgraded this tool so it's a little basically a practice repair maker. Oops, I'm turning it the wrong direction there. So it's super easy to use. You just press it against the glass and it's spring loaded, and it'll make nice big star breaks for you to practice on. So we're including that in there just because, for a lot of people who are buying this bundle, they're new to windshield repair and they just want to practice and they want to get started. And this is a great, for as little as $4.99, you can get the best tools in the industry for a basic kind of setup. So that's a great tool for you there. Of course, you have your razor blades, which is important. Little scraper, custom scraper. Yeah, David, I agree with you, man. People see the little drill, that can't be that simple, but it really does make a big difference. Okay, so this was a big deal to me, and this took us when you see it, you're going to be like, how could this take a year? But it took us a full year to figure this out. So when I did a lot of repairs, one of the things that drove me nuts was trying to keep track of my film tabs. Just drove me nuts. I'm I got film tabs here, I got film tabs there. Some are covered in resin, some are in my kit, some I can't see, some are at the bottom of my kit case, some are stuck to my injector. They're everywhere. So I have long wanted to find a way to simplify that process. And so we worked on it. We've been working on it for a while, and we finally came up with what we think is a really good solution. So the new film tabs come like this. So it's a tiny little plastic box, QR code on the back to order more. And it has 50 high quality film tabs on the inside. And you just flip the thing open and you pull a film tab out and you can use it. You can cut it, or you can use it as a one time or put it back. What I have seen some of our customers doing already with these is that once they use the 50, they'll keep the empty box, they'll buy another set, and then they'll use one for their used film tabs and one for the new film tabs. But this thing, oh my gosh, is a game changer for me in doing even just training internally with our team. And because you throw it in your kit case, and unlike other things that get covered in resin and get all goopy, it's all self-contained, it snaps closed, it keeps all of your film tabs organized without floating around your kit case. You always know where they are. And it's just so much easier. So those are now available at glasswell.com. They also come in the Zoom bundle. So if you buy that Zoom bundle, you get a pack of these, and they're super reasonably priced. In fact, I think they're less expensive than our old film tabs, and they're a little bit thicker material, and just super well organized. So if you guys have any questions about that, let me know. But this thing is the new thing that's got me super excited. So that comes in your Zoom bundle as well. Okay. We're going to go into the resins, okay? So you get 3 things of resins. Of course, you got your lifetime warranty card here for your Zoom injector, which is important. And that's one of the cool things about the Zoom. It's got a lifetime warranty on all the parts. So you have 3 resins in the Zoom bundle. Of course, you have our pit filler, which is guaranteed to never yellow, never crack, never craze, even in the harshest climates, unlike a lot of the products on the market. So that's a really good product. The pit polish, which you use to get that final finish. And let's see. If you guys haven't seen this yet, Onyx resin is absolutely incredible. If you haven't used Onyx resin yet, you are missing out. In my opinion, it is the first really big leap forward on resin technology in the last 15 to 20 years. What we were able to do with this is, first off, Glasswell has patented this new technology. We were able to basically mimic some of the technology that's used in polarized sunglasses and bring that into the windshield repair industry. So rather than trying to match the refractive index of the glass, which doesn't really make any sense because the refractive index of the glass changes when you have a fissure that's reflecting surfaces of light back at you, what we're trying to do is reduce glare and reflectivity in the repair as much as possible. And so the combination of what the onyx resin does is it basically brings, I mean, the sciencey way to describe it is submicron particles, this tiny little floating polka dots, for lack of a better term, that do not dissolve in the resin, that are so small you will never see them, that actually makes the resin look black. Your repairs will not look black, I promise. And the combination of this with the vibration from the tool gets those little particles all the way into the ends of those cracks, into the little legs on your repairs. And then when you harden that, it's absolutely incredible, especially from the inside looking through the glass. It's like the difference between, doing a repair with clear resin versus doing a repair with onyx resin. It's like the difference between wearing high quality polarized sunglasses, like, I don't know, Costas or Oakley's or something, as compared to like not wearing sunglasses at all. That's kind of like the difference in the visibility of the repair. In addition, it's 34% stronger. It's based on that core formulation. So it's still super strong, super durable, got all the same things you all love about glass wool resin, independently tested and all that. But we all know, and please add your questions in here too. We all know that, like, at the end of the day, our customers care about how things look, right? And one of the biggest things that is a problem in the repair industry is that people jump into see a repair after they've done the work, and then they're like, oh, like, I can still see it. So onyx resin really makes a huge difference in that regard. So I highly encourage you to try out the onyx resin if you haven't already. And if you're interested in a new kit or a Zoom bundle, or you're looking at doing windshield repair, once you try onyx, you probably won't ever want to use anything else because it will feel like a big step back. Would love you guys' questions and comments on that, but that's included in the Zoom bundle. So enough to do about 100 repairs worth of supplies there. And so that's basically everything that you need to do a windshield repair. Now, of course, the last and final thing that is included in the bundle, and the difference between the bundle that is $499 versus the bundle that's $799, is the curing light. So the curing light, the Flex Cure, is the one in the $499 one. So it's a high-powered UV LED. I can't blind you because it's over the camera. And so this has got a high-powered UV LED that'll cure in about a minute and a half. And it comes with a stand, and so you can kind of turn it around the repair if you want to cure under pressure. So that comes in the basic kit for $499. So if you're looking at getting started in windshield repair and have the best tools, you can't go wrong with that. But if you want the latest, greatest technology, and you haven't seen this, the ProCure Smart is battery powered, cures in less than a minute, 360 degrees. So this sits right over the top of the Zoom injector. You press the button and it cures in less than a minute. It's battery powered. What's really one of the reasons why we designed this technology is that if you've ever done a repair where you pull the injector off and then you put your curing light on it, and then you look at the result after you've cured it, you're like, man, that actually looks worse after I cured it. The reason why is that resin is held in by pressure behind the resin. Now, when I say pressure, I don't mean the seal flared out. I don't mean like you're actively injecting resin. I mean slack resin pressure keeps the resin in place so that it doesn't wick out in that process of curing and putting your film tab on, and that 30 seconds or a minute that it takes to get everything on there. So the ProCure Smart, what it allows you to do is to cure the entire repair under that slack resin pressure in 45 seconds or so that way you don't get that after effect. In fact, your repairs will look better after they're cured, not worse. So it really makes a big difference. But here's a really cool thing. Did you know that windshield repair resin is highly sensitive to heat and cold? It is. Just like urethane. For those of you who are doing a windshield replacement, you know that you have to keep you can't keep your urethane in the back of your truck at 120 degrees, because it affects the curing time and it can actually damage the product. Windshield repair resin is similar in the sense that it's sensitive to heat and cold. So there are certain conditions in which we need to cure a little bit longer because the chemical formulation gets a little skewed based on the temperature. So what the ProCure Smart Light does is you as a technician just put it over, press the button, and it does the rest for you. It automatically senses the temperature, and then it adjusts the curing time if necessary. if it's outside of certain parameters. So smart technology, and that's included in that $799 bundle. So you got an injector, you got the Zoom injector, not just any injector. Might I add too, the Zoom injector is the injector that has been used 8 years in a row by the world champions for windshield repair, including TJ Tirado, who was on here a little bit ago. So Zoom injector, Zoom stand, resin and supplies for 100 plus repairs, film tabs, the multi-purpose drill, the flex cure, the razor blades, and or the Procure Lite. So basically everything you need to do a repair and to get started in repairs, or if you're an existing windshield repair person and you just want to like add some stuff, it's a great economical way to add like another set to your kit. There's no better way to make more money than to be able to do multiple repairs at a time. Because if you can work on 2 or 3 cars at a time, or 2 or 3 repairs on the same car at a time, you're able to maximize your time. And so that's kind of how this Zoom bundle is set up. I'm looking for questions. I'm looking for comments. I'm going to wrap it up here in a few minutes, if not. And look forward to if you watch this after the fact, drop them in. We'll get back to you. We'll give you some responses. Again, tons of cool stuff coming. I just showed you some really cool stuff that we've been working on. Some of its details. The details matter with windshield repair, and we're working really hard on those things. I really highly encourage you to follow our YouTube channel, follow our Facebook. We launched a video not too long ago on some recent innovations, and there's a few things I didn't show you here that are on that video. One is like a centering tool. So if you're curious about that, go check that out. And there's tons of other stuff coming. Auto Glass Week this year, SEMA this year, we'll be showing some new stuff that we've been working on. And then there's the pipeline is just chock full at this point, almost to the point where I can't keep up. Okay, so that is about all I can say on the Zoom bundle. Really hope that helps some of you get started in windshield repair. And for those of you who are doing windshield repair, that it gives you an opportunity to add some tools to your kit at a economical price. I think that's it. Oh, so just follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of the social platforms to stay in the loop with all the latest stuff. For those of you who are certified techs, stay tuned as well, because the new certification update, the 2024-2025 update, is forthcoming in the next 30 to 60 days. So that's exciting. If you're not a certified tech, get certified. It's the best way on the planet to make sure that you stay up to date with all the latest in windshield repair. A lot is changing right now, and we are pushing things forward quickly. And that certification program guarantees that every year we get you updated on all the new technology, all the new techniques that have been developed, so you can move yourself forward. And if you're an existing certified tech, stay tuned to your inbox, because in the next 60 days or so, you'll be seeing an email from us to preview that 2024-2025 certification update. If you are more comfortable by phone, call us. The area code is 541-6. I put my own phone number on here. I almost told you all my personal cell phone number. Let me stop. 541-388-1156. 541-388-1156. Give us a call. We're happy to answer your questions over the phone. We have a great team here that is super helpful and super awesome. José Alonso, ¿qué tal? Un gusto saludarte. Y gracias por acompañarnos. I had to say something in Spanish for José Alonso, my buddy from Spain. I think that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I really look forward to seeing the questions in the comments. I hope to get to do one of these again soon with you all, and hope to see some of you at Auto Glass Week, and look forward to sharing all of the new exciting things that we're working on soon. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.